Hi, welcome to a different version of me, right? Um, so I'm so excited because there we are. Now we're on my next blog. This is my second blog posting. This one is called Less is More. And I've always heard that less is more. And one example would be less stress, more simplicity. And in the book, The Little Way of St. Therese of Lisieux, John Nelson quotes the Imitation of Christ book. You know what? I want to pause real quick to look at my video. Oh, perfect. Okay. So then you can look at me and I can look at you, right? Um, so anyway, John Nelson quotes the Imitation of Christ book 3 regarding how one is to be less. Always choose to have less rather than more. But what does that mean? Does that mean live impoverished? I don't think so. I think it means not living extravagantly. Unfortunately, extravagance is subjective. The simple difference between having a phone for a community or having a phone for each person in your household can really demonstrate the chasm between what is essential and what is extravagant. So, what are some ways a person can learn to be less or do less? Pause at your next purchase and think about what you really need, what you want, and what is nice to have. For example, a washboard and a tub would suffice for washing clothes, right? But I don't have time for that. And I hardly have time to put the clothes in the machine and rotate them. Then there are the smart house options where you can put the dirty laundry in, and then when you're on your way home from work, you can go on your smartphone, hit the button, and it starts to fill. That way it's done. By the time you get home, you can rotate it. Um, Another way to be less is pause the next time someone invites you to do something. Does it resonate with who you are? Does it interfere with your other priorities? Do you really want to do it? For example, someone offers you the opportunity to lead a group. I always need to check myself because I love to say yes. These are some questions, though, to ask yourself before you say yes. Do I honestly have the time? Will it interfere with my goals and priorities? Do I believe in the mission or in the way the group is run? Do I really want to lead that group, or am I going to resent myself for saying yes? So these are all just ways to remember that you can be less is more. Always choose to have less rather than more. Pause to think about what you really need, what you really want, what is nice to have. Pause to make sure an invitation resonates with you. Pause to make sure it fits in with your priorities. And pause to know if you really want to do it. Later, we'll learn a little bit more about discernment, which is super exciting. I've been learning about that in my spiritual direction class. But this week's challenge, just one day this week, remember less is more. One day this week, pause and find a way to be less so you can be more for the important things in life.